Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 video about onions. With the Highlands Fishing Pack, we will get the possibility to grow onions on our field. And this is the planting machine for the onions. It's from Monosem, it's the Monosem MS. This is a French manufacturer that has specialized in planting machines for vegetables. And this is the first time we get a machine from this brand. Yeah, and you will see something quite interesting now if you have a closer look. So you can see there are 3 groups and there is a gap in between. And it's all 5 rows and then a gap, 5 rows, a gap, and so on and so forth. And yeah, this is a new way to grow plants. Until now we only have this all the spaces grown like for the wheat or so, or we have rows like for corn. But here we have this combination, and we have some rows grouped together with a gap and so on and so forth. And the tractor can be defined. Here we can see this. The wheels of the tractors are defined to go between those rows on the gaps, that no plant is destroyed. And yeah, this is a new base game feature, only this grouped rows, and it's already available since the version 1.10, and you can configure wheels for certain tractors to match those rows, and it's available, for example, for cottons and such. We don't have the onions yet. The onions are part of the Highlands Fishing Pack. Yeah, now they are harvest ready. Here, this is already harvested, and there at the left side you can see how they look when they are harvest ready. The green has gone floppy, and now, yeah, they are harvest ready. And this is the Holaras machine for harvesting. It's a 2-part machine. In the first part is cutting the green stuff and pulling the onions from the ground. And this machine, the back one, is taking them up again and cleaning them through this grid-like moving thingy there. And then it is put back into a swath again. Here we can see how it works. There in the back you see the cleaning process. This is a little bit similar like with the potatoes from the potato pack, the Grimme pack from FS19. They had a similar machine that took the potatoes and shook it around, and then they were more clean and put in a swath to the ground. But that's already a long time ago. Yeah, and now this is with onions. And in reality, they do it like that as well. It's always all the machines we get from Giants, the branded machines, are strictly like in reality. But I have seen it in my region. They harvest the onions like that, and then they lay on this swath for several days, I think for drying. And I always think, I hope for the farmers that no people come and steal them, because they look very appetizing there on their swath. And Yeah, now it's time to get them from the ground. I think in-game we don't need to let them lay around for days and days. We just do the harvest and then we collect them. And for this we use the Ropa-Keiler. And we already have a Ropa-Keiler in the game, but with the Highlands Fishing Pack we get a configuration that makes this Ropa-Keiler as onion collector machine. Usually it is potato harvester. Yeah, and I hope we can switch this configuration back and forth, that we can use this for both. Oh, no, don't drive on the onions. Really. They are big quality onions now. Yeah, and here you can see how it's collected and cleaned a bit further through shaking, and then it lands in the bunker, which is, in reality it's huge, the bunker, but for the game it's a small bunker. Because in the game a lot of us players are rather lazy, lazier than the real life farmers. At least in my case that is true. I always would like to have a bigger bunker and such. So now the onions are made into this trailer, and they are still bulk, so you can transport it in the trailer. And here we have a machine that is cleaning them further, that is cutting the leftover of the green from the top of the onions, because they're still a little bit green, and then wrapping them in nets and putting them onto pallets. And then we have packed onions. And we can earn more money with nicely packed onions. Yeah, here we see how it works. Okay. And there is the machine, and I think we can't see how it really works. And this is the packed onion. That is the result of it. Yeah, and now you might ask, will there be onions in my gardens? I would love to, really. If it's possible, I will do it. I will add the onions to my garden. But I don't know whether it's possible. So it would be needed that the fill types and the pallets is available in the base game. That wouldn't mean that we can grow onions on Riverbend Springs. That only would mean that it is there as a file and hidden from the user, but usable for modders. If that would be the case, then I would make an update of the gardens and add onions to it. But if it's not the case, I think I can't do it because of two reasons that come together. If it's not available, those fill type thingies and so these technical definitions, then if I add the onions to my gardens and you don't own the Highlands Fishing Pack, you would get a lot of error messages. And that wouldn't work for the mod hub, obviously. And if I would define the onions myself, what I could do, but then if you have the Highlands Fishing Pack, you would get a mod conflict and even more error messages. So however I would do it, there would be problems, and that prevent me from making it. I could rather add whatsoever pumpkins to the gardens, because that wouldn't be mod conflicts. So if it's possible, I will add it through the garden, to the garden. If it's not possible, then we are very, very sad and we have to use the spring onions. Okay, that's about the topic onions in the gardens. And otherwise, I'm very much looking forward to the onions because I really like onions. Thank you for your support as a Ruby channel member. If you want to buy FS25 or a DLC, feel free to use my code OMATANA. You'll find the link for the PC version in the video description. It doesn't cost you anything extra and supports me a lot. Now I wish you a wonderful day, thank you for watching and all the best till next time. Tschüss!